Picking up again. There I go. Well, you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road. You feel the eyes upon you as it's shaking off the cold. Pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just won't slow. Same old cliches, is that a woman or a man? We are on the road again. Oh man, how's everybody doing this evening? Anybody got some food stamps for sale? Food stamps off of somebody. Need to get some food stickers, fill up my truck. Say about grocery bill takes about anywhere between 30-40% of my income each week. It's ridiculous. But Uncle Sam says I make too much money for food stamps. You know, in the state of Tennessee, there's only 9% of the total population that gets food stamps. 9% of something over 7 million population-wise. 9%, which is a little over 700,000 people. They get food stamps. That's surprising. I figured it'd be much higher than 9%. Like, man, that's pretty impressive, I think, for a state that's got like 7.2 million citizens, and you know, 9%, 700,000 people only get food stamps. That's, I never would have guessed that. Tennessee is a working state, man. People in Tennessee work. That's the way it is in the South, though. You work, you gotta work, you get fired. Used to live in Indiana. Used to be this guy that half-ass everything. He'd do the bare minimum. And I was an outsider. I'd be like, you know, they're going to fire that guy. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, I had a little setback, man. They had the interstate closed. So I waited day to day for them to fire this guy, and I kept saying, he got so far in, I was like, they're going to fire this guy any minute now. And they never did. I was like, no, you know, and then I went around like, guys, you know, where I'm from, if you'd done what he done, you would have been fired a long time ago. Where I'm from, you work or they kick you right out the door. But I guess up there in Indiana, like, as long as you just show up and do nothing, it's fine. So if you don't like to work that much, just go to Indiana, get a job in a factory or something, a blue-collar job in a factory. Do do the bare minimum, and you'll do just fine. You fly right underneath the radar somehow. At least that was my experience from what I witnessed. Hey, Poo Poo. Hello, how are you? Where you looking in from? Is that Finland? You a Finn? Can't see the flag really. Miko, he's Finnish. He sends me emails. He sends me emails, tells me I'm cool. They write me letters, tell me I'm great. So I got me an office, all their letters on the wall. Tell them to leave me a message and sometime I'll call. Jack, I am in Kentucky. Yeah, I am from America. I am a United States citizen. Born and raised in the USA. I'm in Kentucky, headed southbound. Oh, say, can you see? Man, by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed. Something. I've heard that thing so many times I don't even remember it. You're in Illinois? I was in Illinois just a little bit ago. About an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, something like that. I came across Interstate 64 and that set me back because they had eastbound and westbound closed on Interstate 64 just by the mile marker 61. So I'm assuming there was a very bad accident because when they close the interstate like that, there's usually a bad accident. Somebody unfortunately did not make it. So that's probably what happened. So you can probably look it up online. Hey, Toes. I've been all right, Toes. I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on. I see you're still hanging on. Have I visited Greece? No, I have not visited Greece. I think it'd be pretty cool to visit Greece sometime, but I doubt I ever will. I'm not Jake Paul, I'm not rich, you know. I have to work for a living. I owe my soul to Uncle Sam. You ever been to U.S.? You ever been to America? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for some. Oh yeah, yeah. So speaking of that, you know how it says in the Republic, it says, "I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America," and it doesn't say "and to the democracy." You know, it's a republic, it's not a democracy. You said whispering away in the wind. Is that what it says? Whispering away. We have great food, beautiful islands, wonderful seas, and paradise. Sounds a lot like America. We have great food. We have beautiful islands as well. A lot of beautiful beaches. And parts of it is paradise. Like where I'm headed into is a little piece of heaven. They call it God's country. You know, a lot of people from the outside call it the Sun Belt. Well, people down from in these parts call it the Bible Belt. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, I'm back. That phone call was quick. Got bit by a spider toes. And that sometimes being bit by a spider ain't always a bad thing. It depends on what species of spider it was. So obviously it wasn't a black widow because you would have already had to seek medical attention. And if it was a brown recluse, you got about 2 to 3 days before you need to seek medical attention. So apparently most spiders ain't really much you got to worry about. So unless it was a wolf spider, which it's fairly harmless, it will hurt a little bit, but you shouldn't have to seek medical attention over a wolf spider. Although they are big and they are mistaken for brown recluse spiders. But wolf spiders are your friendly garage spider or attic spider. You know, they won't really bother you unless they feel threatened by you. And then they got a little bit of a rough bite to them. You'll feel it. But dangerous, not so dangerous. So a lot of people mistake them for brown recluses and they kill them, which you shouldn't kill a wolf spider. Brown recluse, black widow, absolutely. And those yellow spiders, what they call them, weave spiders or whatever, they look dangerous, but they're harmless. Most spiders are harmless. You really like Miami Fantasy? What's Miami Fantasy? We go to Miami, Florida all the time. Miami's alright. It's not a place you want to... I mean, if you got money, yeah, you could absolutely live there. But if you ain't got money, you wouldn't want to live there because you'd have to live in the rough part of the neighborhood. You don't want to do that, so... So you'll know very soon, and if it was, you should be able to identify it fairly easy, really easy to identify brown recluse. And you would have about 3 days before you start to see, wherever you got bit at, it'll turn real black, a big circle of black, and so if it was, you'll know in like 2 or 3 days it'll start to look bad. And then you'll need to seek medical attention, because if you wait any longer than that, you could potentially have to have your arm or leg amputated. So it's important to know what you got bit by, so you can, seek medical attention if it's required. But I don't know what you got bit by, so therefore you should probably go to the hospital and get checked out, because you don't want to have to get your arm or your leg cut off, because that would just be horrible. But you should be able to file a disability check if that were to happen. So it might take you 6 months or a year or 2, but that would suck though. I want my arms and my legs if I can help it. But obviously it wasn't a black widow, because you're still alive, so that's a good sign. Just not do that last one. I'd like to keep my leg in. So did you get bit on the leg, I'm assuming? Grease says food. I like food. I like steak. Steak and eggs. That's my favorite. Steak and eggs. Steak and eggs. Well, steak and cheese eggs. Gotta have the cheese on the eggs, man. Not every time, but most of the time. That made my mouth water just saying. Toes, just keep an eye on that bite, If you've seen if it was a brown recluse, if you've seen it, it'd be kind of a big spider, almost like the size of your hand. Ugly looking thing, brown, real thin legs, like a long brown body. Brown recluse on his leg. He didn't know what happened, and then the 3rd day he got a big old black spot on his leg, and then he finally went to the doctor and found out he got bit by a brown recluse, and he almost lost his leg. Told him if he waited another day, they would have had to amputate his leg. What do you eat for food over in Greece? I don't know. Y'all have hamburgers? I'm an American. We eat a lot of meat, a lot of chicken, we eat a lot of chicken, and a lot of beef, because it's the American way. It's just healthy, that's why. Gotta thank the animals that we eat. Thank them and be grateful for them. If it's got a wiener, it's a boy. And if it ain't got one, it's a girl. And so I was like, okay, dude, okay. Pretty, simple. Self-explanatory, okay. Well, yeah. So I ended up clicking on his channel, and he had this video on these dogs. And the guy makes a lot of no sense at all. Well, I just had to get on there, and I had to mess with this guy because he only had one subscriber and he was trying to do YouTube. I guess he just made this account a couple of days ago. And I said it. And for some reason, I just got compelled to say, bark, bark, ruff, ruff, I speak a dog. Bark, bark, ruff, bark. I would like to think, I wonder what would go through his head when he saw that comment. I don't know. I speak a dog. Oh, is that Greece in the American flag? Yeah. In that there. Absolutely. In message. Thank you, Greece. Thank you. What's your favorite food over in Greece? What do you all eat? Y'all eat kind of similar foods than like what we eat, or which I know y'all got like ingredients that are banned, that they're completely acceptable over here. A lot of countries do that. They you know what is in our food in America is banned in the majority of European countries. It's amazing. That's like in England, like the food, they had the same food but different ingredients, and the coloring of their food looks more authentic and like more healthier for you than what our products are. With like Red 40, which they finally banned that, but of course it's got to be two or 3 years before it goes into effect, because the company's got to go, well, we got so much supply of Red 40, give us some time to use it all. So it's still in all the products. You can't get pickled eggs without Red 40 in it. Like, come on, just put clear vinegar in there. Why do you got to put that crazy dye in there? Oh, for coloring. They don't care about our health or anything. They want us sick, man. It's obvious. Look at all the ingredients. Sugar in bubble gum, for God's sake. I'm surprised there's not sugar in toothpaste or shampoo. It's all poison too. That's how everything is. It's amazing. That's probably why they shadow banned my channel, because I bring these things up. Bring awareness to the poison at McDonald's and all the fast food joints. So they shadow banned my channel. But oh my God, this guy's spreading the message of health. We don't want people healthy. Let's shadow ban his channel, because we want people in the establishment getting sick and going to the doctor and all this and that. We want money. Why do you think insurance is so high? Because everybody's sick. That's what they want. These videos, I periodically go dig into cancer research and stuff. So there was oh man, what was it? It's been a few months back. I saw something where they I can't remember how they done it. Maybe it was frequencies that they somehow managed to give these rats cancer. And then they done something to them. Oh, lights. It was lights, some type of lights. And after exposure to these lights, like just a small amount of time, a couple of hours or something, that the cancers in these rats just was gone. So anytime there's any kind of breakthrough, like research like that, you know, and you got big pharma like finding out about it, they squash that shit immediately. Like, oh, you're taking our money, you're going to cure cancer, we can't have that. We can't have that. We need people with cancer so we can give them treatment for chemo and radiation and sicken them even more, and then we'll destroy their lives with the chemo and radiation, and they'll die 7-8 months down the road from all the radiation. And oh, next patient, come on up. That's why they shadow banned my channel. Even subscribers don't even get notifications for it. They're like, hey, I just found out you was live. I didn't get a notification for it. Look, yeah, I know. Used to get a whole bunch of people in here. Not anymore. Because Google owns YouTube and they shadow banned me, yo. Shadow banned me. Hey, Tex, did you get a notification that I was live? I'm in Kentucky, Tex. Stop talking crap about me. I go to the doctor. Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. You actually got to go tomorrow, if I ain't mistaken. You got to go tomorrow morning, bright and early. Huh? Was the first one up? Okay. But you didn't get a notification, so you are. I'm just trying to tell everybody, like, people that are subscribers don't get notifications when I'm live, although they have the notification bell for to get notified every time I go live or I share something. Because I'm starting to believe I've gotten shadow banned for the things that I say, like for big pharma and all that, cancer treatment and cancer cures. You know, I say a lot of things that might end up, you know, if I reach a big audience eventually, you know, it might end up costing me my life. But if it can save people, I'm all for it. I'll lay down my life for everybody else. I'm tired of everybody being brainwashed and manipulated. Why do you think there's sugar in everything? Why? You know, where sugar is the main cause of cancer growth in the body. Sugar. Sugar is more dangerous than cocaine. It's more addictive, and it's in everything. Olympus. You have not got a notification that you've been live for a long time. And do you have the notification bell clicked on, Text? For all? You know, a lot of people say that. You know, they're like, hey, I've got the notification to, you know, get notified for every time you go live or post something. And they'll be like, I'm not getting it. And shadow banned. Here talking about vaccines and such. Google doesn't like it, you know, they're that far-leaning left company, and they don't, if you're not saying the things they say, like, they're totally against you. So they shadow ban me because I believe in natural abilities, natural healing, natural home remedies, instead of always having to go to the doctor. Why should we have to go to the doctor to get antibiotics? I don't get that. Like, that should be something that's readily available. Well, we got to go get a prescription from a doctor, get antibiotics. Olympic Football Club, College, and the European Cup. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with all that. In America, we don't really see too much of what goes like sports over in other countries, unless it's like some big, FIFA championship game or something. Comment, don't quit your day job. Man, that is like so cliche. California wants civil something. It's a notification I just got. Go Blue Jays! No, I am not Canadian. I don't live in Toronto. Sam says yes. I say no, Sam. Big no. N-O or K-N-O-W. But the correct way would be N-O. Sam says yes. I say no. When I was young, I liked the Blue Jays simply because it was a Blue Jay. But then I was thinking, I was in the South, and I was back in the 90s. I was like, you know what? Toronto's a long way from here. And so the closest team for me was the Atlanta Braves. And I was like, you know what? I watch the Braves. I like Chipper Jones. And so the Braves was my team. And I've seen some teams in their stadiums play and stuff, but I have yet to see my favorite team play. I've not seen the Atlanta Braves play a game yet. And my like dream game to see would be the World Series. The Atlanta Braves playing the New York Yankees, and the Atlanta Braves win. It'd be awesome. Hey, is the World Series going on yet? It is. Who's playing in the World Series? Dodgers have hurt Red Sox fans. Olympic Paris, the best. Olympiacos. I don't know how you say that. Third game tonight, friend. Third game tonight. 2-1 Dodgers leading Blue Jays. What is that, the World Series game? Dodgers are playing the Blue Jays in the World Series. Dodgers, if the Dodgers are in the World Series, they're going to win. Didn't they just win the World Series last year, the year before? The Blue Jays are in the World Series, Sam. Is that what you're saying? Are you good, Gunner? Yeah, I'm good, Manilow. Hey, Manilow, speaking of you, brother, hey, what's going on with that ID stuff over there where they're saying you won't be allowed to work or anything unless you get like this digital ID thing or something? I guess they're doing it because like they can't track people coming into the country. All they gotta do is close the border, but they're too ignorant to do that, so they gotta do this ID thing. That's crazy. Blue Jays playing in the World Series. I'm gonna have to look that up, Sam. That's hard for me to believe. I'm not a big LA Dodgers fan, but I have to choose the Dodgers over the Blue Jays. Yeah, I know everyone has to do it. Like, man, it sucks to be controlled like that. Like, hey, you're doing it, or you ain't getting shit. Man, that's what you call a dictatorship right there. It's amazing that people over here like don't know what a dictatorship is. And they want to say, they say wild shit, man. It's crazy. Trump's a dictator. No, whatever's going on over the UK, that's what you call a dictator. What's going on in Cuba is dictatorship. It's amazing. Thank God I ain't got to do it. I'm fourth generation. Texas. I don't know what generation I am. I have no idea. I'm assuming a mini generation. I sure ain't new over in this country, and that's a fact. That's facts. Man, it's been raining and raining and raining. Man, this load is heavy. We're barely climbing this big hill or mini mountain. That trailer's got a ton of lights on it. Yeah, it's raining and there's lights making this life suck, man. Serious note. Yeah, like what's going on in Jamaica now all of a sudden? Like, is that, last I heard was yesterday that hurricane was moving over Jamaica at like 3 miles per hour. So it was like doing damage. Yeah, I mean, they got mountains in Jamaica. They can, I'm sure some people will make it, some people won't, for various reasons. I ain't heard nothing about it. Got her back. Brake. Bark, bark, ruff, ruff. I speak a dog. Bark, bark, ruff, bark. Yeah, I heard about it. It was the strongest hurricane on record. So it broke the record. That's what I heard. But if that's factual or not, I haven't really verified it myself yet. So you know, I don't know. But that's what I heard too. I haven't done my due diligence and looked into that myself to find out. Frankly, records, you know. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, it's those wipers, man. I hate these wipers. I got the passenger side wiper last week or the week before. It just blew off. I was using it. I was like, well, there went the wiper, and I was like, well, at least I still got the one on the driver's side. But there's a new one on there now. I don't like these wipers. I don't like that boat. It reminds me of being on a boat when it rains. Because they go side to side. What kind of cotton do you have? You actually got a cotton? And I haven't flew a cotton in a long time. I remember, I think the last time I flew a kite, somebody was like, hey, keep an eye on your string. And I looked, about the time I looked, my string ran out and my kite flew away. I was like, huh, okay. goes, bye, Kite. See you later, Kite. It was gone. Turbo boosters wrecking. Oh, sweet. You got a turbocharged Kite. Must be a V6. Super turbocharged. Kites come spring, so I can let my kids enjoy that. I'm gonna order one of those big dragon kites from China, or is it Japan? Probably both. You'll see a big old dragon flying through the sky. There's my kite. Yeah, I think Jerry's in the truck with me. I hear him squeaking. Then get Tom, throw him in here so I can hunt Jerry down. Sounds like a hellacious storm, Jimmy. Where am I headed to? I'm headed to a couple of different places. I'm headed to Morristown, Tennessee, and then I'm going to be headed to McDonough, Georgia. Just south of Atlanta. It's on Prime and now it's on the way. Get that left lane, driver, so I can get around Prime here. I'm trying to slow down. Coming down this big hill. Some major speed coming off this hill. trucks on the road, watch there'll be some type of shortage of products come Christmas. Somehow there will be. And then that's when you'll start saying, oh, $1 a trucker shortage, and then they'll put some big CEO out there of like Werner Enterprises, and he'll be talking, we need we've had a shortage for a long time, and we need to add at least another 150,000 truck drivers on the road. And it's just all lies. It's all lies. No touch, yeah. Very rarely do I need to unload them myself. I ain't done that in, I don't know if it was somewhere around the beginning of the year or late last year. I don't remember. Oh yeah, there's this place down in Miami. I have to unload. Well, what I got to do, because if you back into this dock door in Miami that I go to sometimes, I've actually not took you guys there in a while. I think when I was doing that, Jimmy, you wasn't even in the lives at the time. And if I backed into the dock door, I would be all the way out in the road, and cars they could pass in front of the hood up here. But they had to come, both directions would have to work together and go in front of the hood. So now, what we do is when I go there, we use a lot of sign language because everybody speaks Spanish, and I speak quite a little bit of Spanish, I do know. And we'll talk by using sign language mainly. And we'll unload from the street in the middle of the road, and I'll take a pallet jack and take it to the back, and hit that guy will be on a forklift, and he'll grab it from the road and take it across the road into their facility on a forklift. You got one that's squeaky on the passenger side? I can't identify. It's the passenger side. It's probably where it's new. Yeah, I'm heavy when Prime passes me. New tires? I need new tires too. I need 2. Tires are expensive, man. I bought 2. Well, I bought 4. Cost me a little over $1,000. Those tires went bad really quick. So then I kept the 2 best ones out of those 4, and I bought 2 new ones for a little over $500. I'm like, man, it's like, how is a piece of rubber so expensive? And they used to not be that expensive. Like, everything used to be cheaper. And, people's wages haven't increased that damn much. Drop gears, goodness. I don't think it is, Jimmy. Just had the mechanics work on this truck over the weekend because I was having some problems with it. Try that out, Jim. Pressure max. Is it really loud to you all? Huh. I barely heard it that time. Your sensor went off telling you crossed the line. It went thump, thump, thump. They probably just got a call from safety. Hey driver, what are you going over that line for? Man's remedies. Oh yeah, I know all about poor man's remedies. Dutchland. We don't speak German. Dyer von Sutton. Simsala bimba basla duzla dimba. English legen. is in the house. What time is it in Berlin right now? What is it, like 4 o'clock in the morning or something? Good day. I don't speak much German. I just know a little bit. Just what I said is about all I know. I can't. Gotta refresh my memory on some of it.